The collapse of the American dream. The concept, Platonic forms, states that the mind and physical world are two separate yet interconnected places. When translating one's dream to the physical world, one needs to acknowledge that the physical world is subject to change. The American dream, sought after in Gatsby's dream, is pursued with unrealistic expectations of how the dream is going to translate into the physical world. The North Dakota boy's mind was pursued by the American dream's depiction of happiness through Daisy, wealth, power, and social status. Gad's imagination soared above the poverty-stricken North Dakota by any means necessary. Subsequently, Gatsby was born out of poverty due to his unrealistic expectations. Gatsby's tragedy lies in the following the American dream, which entices Gatsby with false prospects that are met by fabricated pretenses. The line graph on the left-hand side is of the recession in the 30s, foreshadowing the downfall of the individual concepts of the American dreams in the 20s. The American dream came about after the First World War. It was a time of partying, bootlegging, and prosperity among the poor. The vision enticed everyone who could of being part of the very same reality. However, as the graph indicates, instability in the economic structure falls through, brought on by the gap between the rich and the poor. Gatsby, too, is found in this decay of an era through the season's portrayal throughout the novel. Summer, a lively season, demonstrates the American dream at its brightest. As for fall, it is a season of decay where Gatsby's life goes to die. Often associated with the American dream, the green light represents hope, promise, and renewal in The Great Gatsby. In the 20s, new money climbed the social hierarchy ladder, representing the green light's renewal. These Westerners generated hope and a new beginning which falls short of the promise entailed in the American dream. This is because the dream feeds off of Gatsby's self-deception. He may have the power and the money, but the green light positioned on the Daisy's dock opposing Gatsby's house depicts Gatsby's struggle as a Westerner in the Eastern world. He has to strive so far to achieve his dreams. After all, Tom and Gatsby, Daisy and Jordan and I were all Westerners, and perhaps we possessed some deficiency in common which made us subtly inadaptable to Eastern life, summarizing the struggle every Westerner faces when he or she struggles to attain the American dream, an element which contradicts themselves. Through West Egg and East Egg, Fitzgerald indicates that despite Gatsby's renewal, his values remain in the western region, whereas Daisy's lie in the east. Consequently, Gatsby's values are unlike East Egger's social graces and tastes, reinforcing Gatsby's deficiency to grow and sustain his status in Daisy's social class. He fails to see that living in an upstairs castle, wearing pink suits, and having a sympathetic attitude contrasts Daisy Butch and Hannah, present husband, Tom's pedigree. Nick Carraway, untouched by the dream's corruption, can see through the East Eggers. "They are a rotten crowd," he says to Gatsby. "You are worth a whole damn bunch put together." Daisy demonstrates this rottenness when she allows Gatsby to take the fall for Myrtle's death. Tom and Daisy's wealth and power invokes the feeling of supremacy over others, thus their being capable of performing immoral acts without consequences. The little man portrayed as Gatsby's inner voice, persuading him to capture the American dream, being the carrot. However, this voice blinds him from the impracticality in his expectations to achieve that which is untangible. Overambitious from birth, Gatsby now indulges in feelings of supremacy acquired by his newfound wealth and power. This level of confidence leads him to believe even past love can be created. When Gatsby is questioned by Nick, he says, "Can't repeat the past? Why, of course you can." A vicious cycle is thus created in which he continuously matches his dream to his reality, even under false pretenses. Gatsby's dad, Henry C. Gass, reveals Jay's commitment to overcoming any obstacle in life. Jimmy was bound to get ahead, he says. He always had some resolve like this or something. Lying to Daisy about his identity is one way Gatsby's self shows through false pretenses. Gatsby's false image is rooted in his hatred for his lifestyle in North Dakota. He needs to find a way out of his reality, basically. He needs to demonstrate this when he quits his janitorial job in St. Olave's College in pursuit of wealth and sophistication. His ambitious side to part from his reality becomes self-destructive when he attempts to rekindle what he and Daisy once had. Daisy is capable of showing false affections when she wants to get what she wants. In Gatsby's state of intoxication, he allows Daisy to get away with murder of Myrtle. Consequently, Gatsby fails to observe where Daisy's loyalty lies: money. She shows this concern for others even with her daughter. Gatsby's dream can never materialize because in reality, his and Daisy's personalities are at opposite ends.
Summer's almost over. Sad, isn't it? Makes you want to, I don't know, reach out and hold it back. There'll be other summers.
The fact that Gatsby wants to hold on to something even though it's gone is indicated through seasons. Something as joyous as summer is escaping Gatsby's grip. He cannot accept the reality of it and move on, like Nick, on the other hand, who says there will be others, as in other opportunities. The distortion applied to the scene shows that Gatsby's mind is distorted. He's unable to see through his flaws. The possibility of obtaining the American dream is a myth opportunity from the beginning of the novel. These are shown in examples as in Gatsby's clothes fading as the plot progresses. His house is very big but very hollow on the inside. The blue jay, which symbolizes dreams, flies away at the end of the movie. Owl Eyes, the man who dwells in Gatsby's library, predicts Gatsby's downfall through the structure of his mansion, that if one brick was removed, the whole library was liable to collapse. Like Gatsby's house, rekindling his love with Daisy defeats the entire structure.
When you and I were 17 and life and love were new, the world was just a field of green, neath smiling skies of blue. That golden spring when I was king and you my wonderful queen. Do you recall when love was all and we were?
The color blue is overemphasized in this scene. The point that filmmaker is trying to make is that the color blue associated with dreams is what Gatsby swims, bathes, and lives in. Once the bird flies away in the end, in response to Gatsby's death, the dream is long gone, off to find another prey. The unrealistic dream that Gatsby's become dependent on deprives him of what he's truly chasing: happiness. When he deceives his present reality to get what he wants, the perfect wife, money, power, and social status, he blinds himself from the truth. Dreams require the present reality's consent to surface. When Gatsby chooses Daisy to be part of his dreams, he never considers whether his false reality would oppose his triumph. By not acknowledging the possibility of change since he and Daisy last met, Gatsby's sense of reality was overcome by his elusive dream. Thank you.